Welcome everybody here today on behalf of the family. She noticed the next thing on our schedule is the eulogy, and I think that Evelyn probably would have got a kick out of this because this is the way that she is, but we've had some electronic glitches and we don't have the eulogy. So I've asked Rob to come up and share some thoughts, or whichever family member would like to come up and do that. Rob, okay?
First of all, it's lost in cyberspace. It probably followed her up to heaven. But no, we had something all done and we emailed it, but like I said, it got lost. But I'm just going to say that my mother was a wonderful person. Growing up, she had 5 kids. And, you know, it was hard times. But, you know, through it all, she stayed faithful. And, you know, sometimes we don't understand why things happen. But God does. The Bible says our ways ain't His ways. And, you know, I've been with her the last month. We came in January. And we come about a year ago. And I loved my mother. I was a mama's boy. I remember one time, she talks about this every time I see her. She was about 4 years old. I was about 4 years old. And we were from Chicago. She took me to the store and I didn't get a toy. And I threw a fit. And I sat right there in the store and I said I wasn't moving. And she said, "Good, I'm leaving. Get in the car or you're staying." I said, "I'm not going until I get the toy." And Mama left. She ran around went around the parking lot. She came back and I was hooting and hollering, "Mama, Mama, Mama." And she was with her girlfriend and I got in the car and I was crying. And I was in the back seat. And I was just, "Mama, Mama, Mama." And her girlfriend said, "Will you answer that kid?" He said, "No, let him hoot and holler." But no, my mother, like I said, you know, these last few weeks, she still had a sense of humor. She made us laugh, you know. She went through a terrible time. And you'd see her, and every time she'd sit up, she'd puke. And one morning, I'd get up every morning about 6 o'clock, and I'd get her fresh water, because that's all she wanted. Even though she would puke it up, but she said, she'd drink that water and said, "Oh, this water, it's manna from heaven." And she says, "And when I throw it up, it's manna from hell." And you can't help but we laughed until basically she was out of it. She still had a sense of humor until she took her, you know, so she was out of it. And then at one time, she was just eating Rice Krispies. She just was eating the milk out of it. Yeah, I'm going to tell it. This is Mom. And I'm going to tell it. She don't want it to be told. If she don't, I do. But she was given medicine and there was suppositories. And so she wanted some Rice Krispies. She was on a Rice Krispies kick there for a little while. And she says, "Maybe you can give them as a suppository and I won't puke them up." And she says, "And then I move, you'll hear me snap, crackle, and pop." This is my mother. And she was saying this all along. And so one morning, we were all sitting there and we were doing something, carrying on. And she made like a thing and went bam. And I said, "What are you doing?" She said, "I'm shooting you or something." I said, "Well, you got to leave one of us standing so we can help you. You can't shoot us all." But I just want to say that, you know, my mother was a good woman and she loved all her kids. She loved everybody. And I just want to say a thank you to my wife for helping me take care of her. Because my wife was a big part of the medicine, dealing with this. See, it ain't easy. I just lost a sister-in-law. My wife just lost a sister, March 14th on hospice. And we just came from somebody at 8 months dying with cancer. We left her when she died and come to my mother. So this past year has been It's been hard for us. We've been through a lot, but you know what? With God, it's a lot easier. I'm not perfect, but if you have God on your side, like I said, our ways ain't his ways. We don't understand. But I just want to say, I thank and love all the church family. You guys have been so good to us, and we appreciate letting us use the house for a few days. And we're all going our separate ways when we leave here. But I just want to say once again, we thank every one of you for what you've done. Thank you.